To explain the way to heaven, a prayer of St. G. It was ever so in life, a fear of the day, an anxiety which could not be escaped. Many ways are suggested by the world, and each man finds a way which suits him. These more often destructive, some fatal. So that if we now find ourselves at that later crossroads where the penalties have piled up upon us, what shall we say to you? For if the great sustainer and consoler cannot sustain us, cannot console, then where are we to go? And most will go to the grave in confusion, seeing that their choices led them away from rescue. In the early sunlight of morning, the day stands before us, seen a hurdle, not a gift. It is doubtful that the boy Jesus, then the young man, then he which came of age at 30, that you hesitated any step, for they were guided by the question, what will you have me to do? The Father always has answer, patiently waiting for the question, and the fleet spirit flies to have it to become. We become at day's end the man which looks over his shoulder, seeing the trail of crumbs and hoping you will follow him one more day. You will follow and patiently, but this is not the way of things. You are yourself the way to the supernatural life of peace and joy, which every child sees ahead, while to every man it becomes less and less clear. And this sorrow was placed upon each child which came to life, a Mecca, nirvana, heaven, to which he will go, but he does not know the way. And soon he is immersed in his life, forgetting the paradise he saw in dream, now chasing other dreams and supposing that the gracious good God of all things will carelessly slip past his own justice, wrath, and holiness, which are violated. And if we were that God, would we be so? No, we will seek vengeance and never think of mercy. But in the family of God, it is not so. There is God and there is not God. And if not God decides he shall become God, as all do in various ways, he will fail the course designed to bring him to attested obedience, a way not to divinity, but to secure holiness. This was done. His name was Adam, for he was Adam, a real man, progenitor of all men, and whose unclean loins come down to us. Then that which was suffered unto all men by the action of one man is put by right by the one man, Jesus. And though the path of righteousness is offered to the whole world, none will walk it. In justice all are condemned. In mercy some were brought into your family long ago, before the world was. Each day will be a reminder to these, the children of God, of that paradise of gifts seen in type here on earth, and promised assuredly to us in the end. This to end anxiety, this to end the trail to sin, this to leave the crumbs to your mercy, this to ask in every moment the question, what will you have me to do? Amen.